thought so.
That's awesome. We got a helicopter fly over.
Play ball!
Looks like we're going to start gameplay in our fourth and final game here on Saturday's series of World Series Baseball for the Palomino Division. Here in the booth is myself, Robert Thayes, and Kenny Duncan. Kenny, what do you think about this upcoming matchup between the High Desert Kings versus the Brownsville Broncos?
It's going to be a good matchup tonight against High Desert and the Brownsville Broncos. High Desert did play earlier today. They played against Laredo, where they lost that game against Laredo today. Brownsville had our opening game yesterday. I believe they lost that game yesterday also, if I'm not mistaken. It's a beautiful night here in Laredo. The sun is finally setting here. The wind's blowing in from the east to west. We'll get a temperature check real quick. Shout out to all our listeners right now coming in. So far we got 12 live views. We're hoping to pick that up just a little bit more. So right now here in Laredo, it's 94 degrees, 11 mile an hour wind from the southwest. Feels like 104, 84% or 48% humidity right now here in Laredo. Both these teams have a lot to prove. I think today on the mound for High Desert is going to be the Fridge. Is going to be on the mound. I talked to him earlier today. He said, expect a quick game. He doesn't mess around. He doesn't play. His tempo is really fast, and he wants to keep doing that to keep everybody, keep the batters off key.
Well, Aldridge plays first base usually. It's his last year. He's 18 years old. He's about to age out from this division. And so let's hope he has a great game here against the South Zone champions, the Brownsville Broncos. The Brownsville Broncos played the earlier game at 9 a.m. versus the East Zone team. And let's see what happens today with their gameplay.
How did they do this morning?
I believe they won against the Illinois team, if I had the game correct. I'm
sorry.
sorry. They played the North Zone team. I apologize, not the East Zone. It was South Zone versus North Zone in Game 5 at 11 a.m. this morning. And the North Zone was the Nescatomic
Sturgeons.
The Mad Sturgeons. We just saw the Mad Sturgeons in action against the Laredo team. So Laredo won and went ahead. They're going to go play tomorrow at 5 p.m. against Puerto Rico. That's going to be a rematch against yesterday's matchup between Puerto Rico. We just had an interview with Coach Manny Rangel Manolo. He has been a staple in the Del Mar and eventually the Pony League coaches team. He's been coaching for over 25 years, and he's been coaching the All-Star team for almost all 25 of those years. He actually coached me back in the day, so I really appreciate being able to congratulate him and to show him what he instilled in me. Looked like we're getting back into gameplay here.
So we got number 24 up for High Desert right now. I might have yesterday's in my bag still. So we got some fans joining us in right now from California. Let's go, boys. Let's go, Kings. Fridge, baby, and let's go, Kings. Here we go. There's the first pitch of the ball game. Chops it over to the third base line for a foul ball. 0-1's the count now on number 24. I'm getting that lineup right now. I apologize. We didn't have that lineup with us already. Game number 4 here at Uni-Trade Stadium, the 2021 Pony League World Series. Hit by a pitch on that one. That one was just inside. Hits him on the back there. Takes that free base over to first. That was Asher. Next up for HD is number 7, Ray Zamora. Yeah, they definitely need to wake their bats up today. They want to squeak out a win today. So Mr. Samora's up to the plate right now. Top of the first inning here for High Desert. Runner on first base after that hit batter. That was Asher. Asher Blotch that got hit by that ball. He's at first base now. There's the windup and the pitch. Strike number 1 there on Ray. Yesterday, Ray actually left the game yesterday. He was a little dehydrated.
That's right.
In the early, I guess about the second, third inning of yesterday's game. I'm glad that he's back here out on the diamond with us.
Heat is brutal out there. It seems like he had to get some extra care and treatment. I believe he did leave the field in the ambulance for double.
Yeah, just for precaution. Yeah, they
As
had
a
to
precaution,
rehydrate him a little bit there. So 1-1's the count on Ray. Nice hard swing, pops it up, straight up. Shortstop is channeling it into the shallow outfield for out number 1. Next up here for High Desert is number 1, Anthony Youngblood. With a runner at first base, 1 out here, the top half of the first inning. Game number 4 from today's action of the 2021 Pony League World Series. Runner's going. There goes the throw down to second. Bounces it in there. Runner safely in to second base. A stolen base for Asher.
Catcher wasn't able to get there in time, and it was a little bit off the plate, so the second baseman was drawn off and wasn't able to make the tag.
So Christina says they're watching from Temecula with the mini fridge. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Runner at second base after that stolen base. 0-1's the count. 1 out. Beautiful pitch. Strike number 2. 0-2's the count. That one clocked in at 75 miles an hour. Stand by, Matthew. Jacob's coming. There's the pitch. Swings and fouls that one off. 0-2. So let's go, Caden Duffy. Love you, boy.
In the last game, Youngblood had a bunch of fans in the YouTube chat columns. I believe his sister was in there, and I think his mom was also commenting in the last game we had with them. Looking forward to see if they tune in again.
And don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we can also broadcast our Bronco games that are going on right now. We need to hit that 1,000 subscribers so we can go ahead and broadcast those games also.
We're at 48 live viewers here on the YouTube. Let's see as that grows as the game progresses.
There's the pitch. Nice hard hit ball over the second baseman's head. Asher's rounding third base, coming on into home. RBI single. So that was a great aggressive ball play to start off this game for HD King. Still second base, beautiful hit into right field, brings them all the way home for their first run of today's ball game.
Well, Youngblood was essential in that rally there with this run scored. His single led to the base runner rounding third and scoring.
It was a nice hit too by Mr. Youngblood.
Nicole Lendway in the comments here. Let's go, Kings.
All right, looks like big number 34. I believe this is the fridge.
I believe this is young Aldridge. Pitching, I believe, also in the game. So let's see if Aldridge can help himself out here and put a couple runs on the board here. Give him a little boost.
All right, so here we go. There's the pitch.
Oh,
Nice
big
hard
hit by
ball.
Aldridge. It blocks. It falls in. Center fielder fields it.
Beautiful, Jake. Beautiful hit there by Jacob.
Line drive to center left. And the center fielder is able to get in front of it, but not until Young advances to second, and Aldridge gets a single.
All right, so next up we have number 8, Nathan Carison is up. And Mama says, "Go Justin, love you, Mom."
And just to let you know, Kenny, Eddie Frausto was one of the Kenny lovers that I, was asking about you. Asking, where's Kenny? Where's Kenny?
Well, I was dealing with air conditioning. You know that, Eddie. Air conditioning, down here, 109 degrees. Got to make sure that air conditioning is working, so Mama's happy at the house.
Happy wife, happy life. That's what they say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. 0-1, 1 out. Runners on first and second base for HD. Checks the runner at second. There's the pitch. Foul ball. Foul ball. 0-2's the count.
Slowly growing in our YouTube viewers here. We're up to 53 now, watching live on the Uni-Trade Stadium channel.
I know my people from California ain't gonna let me down.
Let's hope to see if we can get up to 100 like we usually do on these live streams.
I hope my family from Brownsville comes and joins us also to watch this game. Here we go. Checks the runner at second base. There's the steps off the rubber there. Just said, let me slow down just a little bit here. 0-2, 1 out. Runners at first and second base for HD King. Pitcher's checking that run over at second. There goes the pitch. Nice hard hit ball. Looper over to the right field side. Ball's in safe.
Little blooper there.
Yeah, there was a little blooper that just fell right behind the first base area. Fair ball.
Alan Delgado just couldn't quite get to it. Fell in fair. And Jacob Marroquin's back on the mound. Let's see if he can battle out of this bases loaded jam with 1 out here. Looks like
Mr.
Acosta is up in the plate. Acosta is one of the younger players on the high desert teams. Ooh,
nice
little
hit
hit.
Ball over the shortstop.
Whoa!
The Fritz jumps. There goes one. Oh, beautiful double play. Acosta hit right into a double play. The Fridge was running from second to third. He had to hurdle the ball, hoping he was going to kind of block that shortstop from that ball. He was able to control it, throw it over to second, throw it over to first, and that retires the sign for High Desert. But High Desert did score first in this ball game. Beautiful double play, by the way. Beautiful double play.
High Desert first to draw blood in this competition. Let's see what the Brownsville Broncos do coming out on the bottom of the first. It's their turn on offense, and it's their turn to answer. Great base running by Aldridge. I thought his little stutter step was going to be the difference there, but the shortstop was able to handle it and turn the double play with the second baseman to end the inning.
There we go. Edinburgh is checking in. My people from Edinburgh are checking in. There we go, Edinburgh. And then we got a Erica Maribel Gonzalez Fernandez. Greetings, Eduardo Guerrero, and congratulations. Let's go, Valley Boys on Raul Castro. Where Caden at, bro? Should be at third or fourth batter. Shaking my head. I don't know. I didn't make the lineup for the team. They banned me from doing that. They didn't like the way I did it last time, so they kind of banned me from doing the lineups. Never mind. I'm not coaching.
You're here in the booth with me, Kenny D.
That's right. So, hey, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Laredo Cancer Society, the County of Webb, I should say, the City of Laredo, and Cakes by Gabby. Thank you guys for believing in Laredo Pony and for helping sponsor the 2021 tournament here in Laredo, Texas, live from Uni-Trade Stadium. Game number 4 on today's list. Yeah, I thank my partner in crime here, Robert. He handled 2 games by himself this morning, and I appreciate him. He's doing an outstanding job. So thank you, Robert, for doing what you do, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it. We're all volunteers here, Kenny D. And just to be on the record, I was very alone without you.
All by myself.
That's how I felt, all by myself.
Don't want to be all by myself.
I felt like I had a split personality, having to do both the play-by-play commentary and the color commentary. But now that you're here, Kenny, I really enjoy you taking up that role, because it takes a toll.
It does.
To speak every second of the game.
And I see you have your halls over there for your throat.
I had a couple halls in between games today just to make sure that I was ready.
Yeah, that's a secret. You know, when I would do play-by-play for the arena football team, I had a bag of halls with me, and I would be dropping halls every other play, so to speak. You know, I had one in my mouth at least every 30 minutes just to make sure that Halls and water.
It works. It unfortunately, I got through it. I was alone, but it was all I had.
Yeah, Eddie kept asking for me. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you missing me, brother.
Eddie Frausto with who? Where's Kenny? Where's Kenny?
At least he didn't pull like a South Park. All right, here we go. Brownsville up to bat. Let me get that roster real quick. Big Fridge is on the mound here for HD. That's Juan Rivera coming in for Brownsville. Strike number 1 there on Juan.
Ooh, Aldridge with the first pitch strike here.
Yeah, so like I said, Fridge told me earlier, he goes, I don't mess around. I'm going to get up there and I'm going to throw the ball. And he doesn't take a lot of time on the mound. Oh, strike number 2. 0-2's a count now on Juan.
2 strikes for them. Aldridge on the mound.
And here comes the third pitch. Nice hard hit ball, tricking over to the third baseline. Just foul. Went over the third baseline into the stands. 0-2's the count here at the bottom half of the first inning with Brownsville up to bat. Their batter number 2, Juan Rivera. And my boy is catching. That Duffy catching, right? I'll let you know right now who's catching for HD.
You are correct. Number 22, Caden Duffy, is catching today.
Nice hard hit ball right back up to the Fridge. He walks over to first base, tosses it over for out number 1.
Looked like easy work there for Aldridge, affectionately known as the Fridge here on the YouTube and by his parents.
I'll let you know right now who's catching for HD.
You are correct. Number 22, Caden Duffy, is catching today.
Nice hard hit ball right back up to the Fridge. He walks over to first base, tosses it over for out number 1. Up to bat for Brownsville's number 30, Alan Delgado. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball right up the middle, all the way back to center field. Center fielder gets right in front of it, brings it back in. Beautiful hit by Allen.
Next up is number 7, Angel Larrañaga.
Angel Larrañaga.
There you go.
Angel Larrañaga, number 7. Number 7
Yeah,
up to bat.
I have problem with some of these names. I'm sorry.
Also, Angel is playing third base for the Brownsville Broncos, just as a factorial.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So I can stay in my role as the color commentary.
So I have here, who's the chunky guy pitching? That's the Fridge, man. It's not a chunky guy. That's
Come
all,
on, George.
That's all relaxed muscle, George.
And
Angel takes that one foul down the third base line. 0-1's a count. Runner on first base for Brownsville. And that is the Fridge. He's affectionately and lovingly known as the Fridge.
Putting in some good work here. Let's see if he can get out of this jam. Looks
Checks
like
in runner first. Go ahead.
Looks like a double play situation to me here. Let's see if the
They're
Fridge
set up in
can.
double play. Nope, throws over to first, keeping them honest, bringing them back.
I agree with Guap there. Let's keep the comments here on the YouTube stream friendly and just like we asked the
blooper over to the shortstopper. Right underneath, shortstop is able to handle that one. 2 outs.
Just like we asked the kids down there to stay within the bounds of the rules and to be good sportsmen, I'm going to go ahead and ask the viewers in our YouTube stream to do the same.
So next up, number 13, Jose Gutierrez for Brownsville. That is an excellent comment, Robert. I mean, these kids are out here giving it their all, and they're kids. And we should respect everybody that's out there playing and respect everybody that's here on our stream also. We're not here to make fun of or to trash talk anybody. There goes the runner from first base. There goes the throw down to second. Oh, the ball fell out of his glove. Makes it over to third base safely. So it looks like they might have had him there at first base, at second base on that steal. But the ball came out of the second baseman's glove. From first base, there goes the throw down to second. Oh, the ball fell out of his glove. Makes it over to third base safely. So it looks like they...
The second baseman wasn't able to hold on to that ball, and the runner advanced to third after that drop.
So that's a foul ball there for number 13.
Definitely Rochelle Aldridge, grid toss Duffy. Looks like we're up to 88 viewers on the old YouTube here. We got 85 subscribers to the Uni-Trade Stadium channel. We asked that all the viewers here, all 86, 88 of you fluctuating there, to smash that like button, that subscribe button that's there underneath the save and share and the like and dislike button. For us here at Uni-Trade
that
Stadium.
ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes, run scores for Brownsville. Very key play. He stole second base. The second baseman dropped that ball on the tag. He was able to get over to third base because they couldn't find the ball. Now the Fridge had a wild pitch. The catcher couldn't handle it. From third, he comes in and scores. We're all tied up.
Just like that, Kenny. All tied up. It's going to be a close game, all 7 innings.
So here we go. Settling back down. 2-1's a count. 2 outs and nobody on. The score is tied.
Yuck.
Oh, nice hard hit ball back up the middle.
Jose Gutierrez with that single right up the middle.
That was a beautiful hit, by the way. So here we go. Settling back down. 2-1's a count. 2 outs and nobody on. The score is tied.
Yuck.
Oh, nice hard hit ball back up the middle. We got a runner on first base, 2 outs here, bottom half of the first inning.
You know, fans, we're only 11 subscribers away from reaching 1,000. So if those 81 viewers watching right now can just go ahead and smash that subscribe button, we greatly appreciate it here at Pony League World Series Baseball.
Yeah, that was very smart base running. After he stole that base and he was able to get up and head over to third base and able to manufacture a run there. There's a hard hit ball going to the outfield. Right fielder's tracking it down, coming in, falls down in between them. Runner comes all the way from first over to third base. It was 2 outs, so he's going to run either way. It doesn't matter. But he was flying to that. Looked like the ball might have hung up in the wind. We are kind of windy right now. Could have hung up, and the left fielder or right fielder and the center fielder kind of lost track where that ball was at.
Looking out into the pitch there, into the field, there is an east to west wind gust. Looking at the flag, the American flag that they're flying. Just so the fans know, this is a Uni-Trade Stadium is a Mexican League baseball field. So it's a minor league field. So there's a lot of real estate out there. And so for the outfielders, it might be different than playing in different fields around the nation.
That's true. So next up to bat for Brownsville is number 9, Salvador Lopez. He's got runners on the corner, 2 outs, 1-1 here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Fridge chases that guy back to first base, got back just in time. All right, so I'm being told here to say, go Caden. Of course I'm going to say it. You should subscribe anyways because you like listening to us. That
go
gets away from
Caden.
the catcher once again. Here comes the runner scoring in from third base.
We have Orlando Delgado saying hello from Mission, Texas. We also have N. Recio. Let's go Brownsville. 4 clover leaves and the quintuple celebration explosions. Is that the little explosion gun?
That's it, yeah.
Looks like it.
That was good hustle on that one. He was able to baseball awareness. That's what we're talking about here today. So right now Brownsville's up 2-1, 2 outs, 1 out, 1 ball, runner on second base, hard hit ball.
Oh, just missed the base runner.
There we go. Third baseman was able to pick that up, and that first baseman with a beautiful stretch to control that ball for out number 3, stopping any damage that can be made here because that runner was coming in hard over to third base, and he was ready to turn and burn.
Still a very close game here. The Brownsville Broncos up by 1 with 2 runs scored in the bottom of the second. High Desert up now in the top of the second. Let's see what damage they can do here. It's going to be a close game all 7 innings, I can tell you that, with these 2 highly skilled teams from across the nation playing together here.
Yeah, they're not here for no reason. They're not here for no reason. They've all won in their divisions. They're not a charity case where say, yeah, we'll let you go and play. No, these teams have put the work in, and they're here today in the championships. So that's what it's about.
All the teams in this level of play that have made it to the World Series are winners in my book. Just to be able to clear the 4 levels of play, tournament style game or tournaments, do you have to win to get to this level? It's a difficult road. We interviewed the South Zone commission, the director, and he's also on the committee for rules at the Pony League national level, and he explained to us the roadmap that you have to traverse to get to here, and it's very, very difficult. Depending on the division, you have to get through a lot of teams and games to get here.
So I'm reading here, and George can clarify this. Is that the first and third baseman from Brownsville or from High Desert? It says here they're going D1 college baseball. Then we got an attaboy Isaiah and great job Zay. Unbelievable. Let's go Kings. Need some hits. Big Papi is back. Yes, I am. I hope that was for me. 760 High Desert. Let's go Kings. I don't know what 760 High Desert is, but I guess they'll explain that to us later.
Maybe somebody in the comment stream can explain that inside joke. Maybe it's an inside
information.
Yeah, 760 High Desert.
Oh, you got your credit card on there. We just found Robert's credit card. So
not the numbers, just the actual like the Google Play.
Oh, so can we charge on that?
I mean, what do you want to buy?
Let's go to Amazon. All right, here we go. Back to action. I'm sorry about that. 0-1's the count on the batter. We're just trying to get the roster pulled up here. I apologize. Number 22 for High Desert.
That's Caden Duffy.
Caden Duffy right there. The Duff.
Oh, Marroquin with the grab. Pitcher.
Oh, it's the area code. 760 is the area code. Okay, I get
Oh, there you go. Like we're in the 956
in
now.
The 956 in Brownsville's from the lower 956.
I was about to say 956 is a rather large area code because also La Jolla, I believe, is from the 956 as well.
The entire Brownsville area, or the entire Valley area from
exactly.
Laredo down. Yeah. So number 6, Isaiah Hernandez up now for High Desert, with 1 out here, top half of the second inning.
I believe La Jolla is playing in the Bronco Division World Series.
That ball just a little bit high. Ball number 1. That's strike number 1. 1-1's the count. Is this a team that was supposed to go home yesterday? I'm not sure what team you're talking about. I can check on that. Take a picture with them if you can.
Both teams, or I mean, we'll do a group photo.
Just a little bit low. 2-1's a count. 1 out. Yes, I said the Duff, and it is Duffy. I know. I was just kind of shortening the name. I apologize.
I made the same mistake earlier on, and you know what? I said Duffs, but in my defense, the roster that I had, that Y looked like an S. So, yes. I mean, coaches need to.
There we go. Strike number 2. 2-2's a count. 1 out here. Top half of the second. Nice hard hit ball over to left field. Left fielder able to track it down to keep him at a single there.
Duffy with the single.
Now batting for the Kings, number 4, Justin Drigger.
There, here comes number 4, Justin Driggers for HD King.
Justin's also playing second base for the High Desert Kings.
So we got a 9.56 in the house from Raul Castro.
George,
nice hard hit foul ball there.
George Rodriguez informs us that a couple players are committed to UCLA and USC. But which ones, George?
Are we talking from HD King?
I assume so, because he seems to be following HD King, the High Desert Kings.
All right, so here we go. 0-1, 1 out, runner on first base for HD. Umpire's coming in to look at the ball real quick. I guess he's trying to clean it off for him. Talking to the pitcher. Yeah, I guess with all these, I'm not saying the pitcher's doing anything wrong, but you know, in Major League Baseball right now, they're checking all the pitchers, making sure they don't have nail files or anything in their gloves anymore.
Rosin on their hands.
Coming back to the old 80s style. Foul ball. 0-2 is the count. 1 out. That one came in at 73 miles an hour.
They're not even allowed to have sunblock now. Could you believe that?
That's crazy.
Sunblock, rosin, any sort of substance that can
So
alter
Hernandez
the
here
grip.
says, "Attaboy, son, nice shot." Then, who's the little brother is batting? The person batting right now is Justin Driggers, number 4. And runner's going from first base. That's a pop fly. Third baseman tracking it down. Runner's going back over to first base. Catches that ball for an out on that one.
Tengo uno también aquí, pero me iba a prender. Sí, está bien oscuro, ¿no? Sí, merita.
Now batting for the Kings, number 24, after block.
Next up for the Kings is number 24, Asher Block. Top of the lineup here for HD. Runner on first base. 2 outs here, top half of the second inning. Nice blooper. Second baseman tracking it down. Falls in between the second baseman and the shortstop. Second baseman and right fielder, I'm sorry. Holds everybody up where they're at. Little blooper single there for Asher.
By after block.
Okay, la chinga.
Now batting,
Mejor está.
number 7, Ray.
Así merita.
So next up now for HD is number 7, Ray Zamora. Getting some shout outs for Ray here online here. We got runners at first and second for HD. Takes that ball right there. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs. Runner on first and second. Who's the catcher for the Broncos? We'll let you know right now who the catcher is for the Broncos. There we go. Ray's at the plate. Nice hard hit ball over to the shortstop. Picks up, flops it over to second base, and that ends the inning. Your score after 1.5 innings of play. High Desert 1, Brownsville 2.
Well, that was a quick inning there for the Brownsville Broncos to avert any additions to their lead, any subtractions. I mean, had to help assist the production crew here. Set up a little light here that I brought from home. You can see the difference now. We can clearly be seen, and it's a good little change here.
So there was a question, who's the catcher for the Broncos team? Catching today is number 13, Jose Gutierrez. Come on, Ray, put on for the HD. Nice poke, kid. Let's get this train rolling. B-Town HD. The wind is actually blowing in from the southeast today. About 11-mile-an-hour wind going on. So here we are, middle of the second inning, getting ready to start. Fridge back up on the mound for HD. So far, what do you see so far? We've seen one complete inning of these guys. What do you think?
You know, it's been great baseball. It's 2-1 here with the Brownsville Broncos in the lead. It's going to be this way the whole game, close. So any error, any advancement of the runner that either team can take advantage of is going to be crucial to the outcome of this game. So let's see who can take advantage of those situations and who can come through and score the tough runs, because every run's going to count in this game. I foresee that it's going to be tug and war back and forth. Right now, it's only a one-run deficit for the High Desert Kings, but they're still in this one. So I wouldn't count them out.
So they're asking who the pitcher is for High Desert. That's Jacob Martinez Aldridge, a.k.a. The Fridge.
Affectionately known by his peers and family as The Fridge.
So up now, right now for Brownsville is number 8, Angel Solis. High and inside for ball number 1. Barstow 760 in the house. Thank you, Barstow, for listening in. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1-1's the count. That one clocked in at 73 miles an hour. So Eddie over here saying, let's go Big Fridge. Here we go. 1-1, no outs. Bottom half of the second inning. There's the pitch. Dribbler over to third base goes foul. 1-2's the count now on Angel.
Polar Bear 213 is giving us a shout out. We've done a great job this tournament, and he says thank you too. Us too, you know.
Thank
you and I.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Polar Bear.
Thank you, the Polar Bear.
Brother. All right, here we go. 1-2, no outs. Just in the dirt, squeezed away from the catcher. 2-2's the count. You know, I call my brother the Polar Bear also, my oldest brother, Henry. I call him the Polar Bear also because he has his house set at about 65 degrees.
Sounds chilly.
That's why we call him the Polar Bear. So I'm wondering if Polar Bear 213 is the same way. Just inside, full count now on the batter, Angel Solis.
I'm a 78 degree kind of guy.
I'm a 74 kind of guy.
Really?
I can take the 60s, though. I like the cold air. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout.
Aldridge putting in work here with that strikeout. First strikeout of this inning. 1 out.
Joseph, thank you very much. Hats off to us. Thank you, brother. So next up now is number 14, Eduardo Guerrero for Brownsville. We got 1 out here, bottom half of the second inning. Nobody on for Brownsville. Jacob's taking his time a little bit. He's throwing dirt around. I guess he's made a little hole out there for himself as he's been pitching. It's all. I mean, this field has gone through 4 games today, so.
Kudos to the Laredo Parks
staff.
and Rec crew. Their director, I interviewed him yesterday on the old YouTube, and
There's a big swing right there. Shortstop picks that one up, takes it over to first base.
Oh.
Brings the first baseman off, though.
Unfortunately, that throw was a little off, and the first baseman had to jump off the base to keep that in front of him. But like I was saying earlier, I got to interview the director for the Parks and Recreation Department here in the city of Laredo, and we had a little discussion about the field. So it's not that much maintenance as you would think, since the infield is turf. It's just the bases and the home plate that you really have to reset every time, because that's the only place where there's chalk along the first base and the third base line. Other than that, there's not much maintenance that you got to keep.
Oh, I turned it up. All right, sorry about that. So number 5, Mario Salinas up to bat right now. 0-1, 1 out, runner on first base for Brownsville.
Ooh.
Oh, just inside, moves away from that one before he gets hit. Here we go, 1-1, 1 out, runner at first base for Brownsville.
We just want to throw a shout out, according to Ipu, to Dinger's Photography in the King's Dugout, sister to the first baseman, putting in work.
Just high, 2-1's the count.
Rachel Aldridge says she does great photos, so
I'm going to have to believe her. I haven't seen them.
we're looking at the old YouTube. We got 100 live viewers here. Just a little reminder here to you live viewers, if you can do us a solid favor and smash that subscribe button to the Uni-Trade
Nice hard hit.
Stadium.
Shortstop's getting underneath that one. That's a high fly ball. And that's out number 2 now for Brownsville.
The reason being is that we're trying to stream the Bronco tournament as well, which is also here in play in Laredo, Texas. But unfortunately, the equipment that we're using, which is a Mevo camera, only allows streaming on YouTube at 1,000 subscribers. So right now, if you want to view the Bronco play, you're going to have to go to Facebook and catch it there. Until we reach 1,000.
Beautiful play. So the runner at first base is coming off the base path there. The Fridge turns around, throws it over to first place, tags him out. That's the end of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. Up to bat, we had Juan Rivera for Brownsville. But the Fridge stopped that. Didn't even have to throw a pitch to him.
What a move by Aldridge. He caught him looking, caught him sleeping over there on the first base path, and was able to get the final out to end this inning, holding Brownsville Broncos to 0 runs. This is the type of gameplay I love to watch, and I expect at this level. I can't wait to see what happens at the top of the 3rd inning here for High Desert. Maybe they can take this momentum on and continue their streak.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, they got to come out. They got to get those bats going, like everybody's saying here. You know, get those bats going.
We're up to 112 live viewers. Great to see you guys tuning in with us. Great to see your comments. A lot of High Desert King fans out of California with us.
We got our Brownsville fans. We got our fans from Edinburgh and West Laco and everywhere.
Susan
right?
White says yes. We got Champ with an 8 says Fritz just turned him into a rotten milk, no cap. Mike J after a comment saying heads up. And Eddie Frausto, a regular here in the comment stream, Kenny D. Lover. Great pickoff by the Fridge.
I'm actually typing to my son because he was sending me a message. I apologize. He was sending me a message and about some stuff, and I said, hey, go and watch the game. He lives in Clute, Texas, which is out there by Angleton, Texas. He's a teacher in Angleton. He just moved over to Clute, so he's enjoying that area over there, and hopefully soon enough we'll get out there and visit him and be able to head up to Houston and go visit with family up there also.
Checking up the updates for the other Bronco Division team here in Laredo. At around 7:14, I was given the update that the La Canada team was up 5-1 at the 5th inning over the Laredo Bronco team. I wonder what the outcome was. If I get any updates, I'll let you guys know.
All right, here we go. Back up to the plate is number 1 for High Desert.
Anthony Youngblood also playing right field for High Desert Kings.
Just a little bit low, ball number 1.
I think we had a relative of the Youngblood here in the comment stream above. Deanna, earlier on, saying, let's go Kings. Hope she's watching now.
Oh, that one was just high. 2-0 is the count.
We got another shout out here by Jose Guerra, sending a shout out to the Broncos all the way from Panama City, Florida. Go Broncos.
Isn't Panama City a good spring break city? That's what I've heard.
Panama City, I've never been there myself, but I've heard about it. Yes, it is a great spring break city. I've had a couple spring breaks in my day, back in my college days, but none in the last 10 years, to be honest. But
that's strike number 1 there. 2-1's the count now on Mr. Youngblood. Ball in the dirt. 3-1 now.
Looks like we got another comment here from Don Pletcher. Great job announcing. Youngstown says thanks. Youngstown Astros putting in work yesterday and today. Looking good. Looking to see them in the championship game possibly on Monday.
That was high. That's a free base there for Youngblood. Now, let's go back to yesterday. We were talking about the teams that are out here.
Yeah.
Who did I call? Who did I call that's going to be in the championship game?
You said yesterday, and I quote, that the Puerto Rican Fireball team, FBT, and the Youngstown Astros were going to be in the playoffs.
I didn't say who's going to win.
They're going to be the championship game. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna be contra to you. I'm gonna be against you for you non-Spanish speakers. Contra and say tomorrow's game against the Laredo All-Stars is gonna be a game to watch. It's a rematch between Puerto Rico and the Laredo All-Stars, and I say the Laredo All-Stars are going to be in the championship game against Youngstown.
Oh, there we go. So
Let's see what happens.
We got our predictions right here. So
I'm
saying Youngstown is going to be in there with Puerto Rico, and my buddy over here is saying that Laredo is going to be in there
with Youngstown.
Against Youngstown.
With Youngstown, because Youngstown's in the other bracket.
Oh, there goes the big Fridge with a nice knocker over to left field. Left fielder gets underneath it, squeezes that glove shut. So that was number 34, Jacob Martinez Aldridge, up there at the plate at the bat. Takes a beautiful cut at that ball, deep left field. Left fielder able to get underneath it. Next up now, we got number 8, Nathan Grisson for the HD King team with 1 out, runner on first base, top of the 3rd inning here. Nathan's getting ready. Here comes the pitcher. Gets his call in. There's the pitch. Strike right down the middle there. Strike number 1.
Marroquin on the mound, putting in some work here, holding the High Desert Kings to 1 run.
The Astros lost today?
I'm not even sure about that. Let me double check the schedule to see who they played.
So chasing that runner back to first base, keeping him honest. Here you go, 0-1, 1 out, 1 runner on for High Desert. Nice hard hit ball over the right field. Drops in for a single. Oh, bad base running. Bad base running. The runner at second base came off the base. The ball was in at the shortstop. Tagged him out. Not very smart base running on that point right there. So next up is number 2, Acosta. Where's your images? Nice hit ball over to the shortstop. Shortstop scoops that up, throws over to first base, and that's the end of the inning.
So now you need Brownsville, right? Where's Brownsville?
No worries, brother. Where's your images? Nice hit ball over to the shortstop. Shortstop scoops that up, throws over to first base, and that's the end of the inning.
So now you need Brownsville.
HD coming out for the bottom of the 3rd inning. They had some choice base running on that one. He, took second base, but he came off, and the shortstop had the ball in his glove and was able to tag him out for that second out. Then we come in with a chopper over to shortstop that was stopped the inning right there for HD King. They had a couple of runners on, so they left the runner stranded. They had 1 hit in that inning, no runs. We score still stands. HD King 1, Brownsville 2 here at the end of the top half of the 3rd inning, going into the bottom of the 3rd. Yeah, so Youngstown did not play today. They play in the semifinals tomorrow against the winner of this game.
That is exactly what I just confirmed with our PA announcer in the score booth, Corey. He's from California. He's doing a great job in the announcing the PA system. And I went ahead and I walked over there, and he's absolutely correct. Youngstown and Puerto Rico did not play at all today.
Because they've won their games.
They won their games yesterday, and so there's no way that they lost today. So what game maybe you thought you saw was the Brownsville Broncos versus the Sturgeons. They did play today at 11 a.m., and the Broncos won that game coming into this game. So looking forward to this doubleheader. Let's see who wins High Desert Kings versus the Brownsville Broncos.
All right, so we got number 2, Juan Rivera, coming up for the Broncos. So we got a shout out, family and friends of Adam Delgado, shortstop for the Broncos, watching the game live on your YouTube from Panama City Beach, enjoying it. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can hit that 1,000 subscriptions so we can go ahead and broadcast our Broncos games also.
We're at 123 live viewers as Aldridge throws his first pitch of the inning.
That came in as a strike. 0-1's account on Mr. Rivera.
And kudos to Anna Marie Roth for that key piece of information. I actually had to step out and confirm, but I knew they didn't play. I just wasn't too sure. It's a long day for me. Yesterday I was falling asleep at the Puerto Rican game.
Nice hard hit ball up the middle there. Center fielder is able to bring that one in. Nice single, leadoff single there for Juan Rivera.
I didn't have Kenny's energy to keep me awake. And so last game, I knew they didn't play. I just wasn't too sure. It's a long day for me. Yesterday I was falling asleep at the Puerto Rican game.
Nice hard hit ball up the middle there. Center fielder is able to bring that one in. Nice single. Runner on first base for Brownsville here, the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Checking that run over at first base. Jacob's very good about picking those runners off at first base. He had one last inning that ended the inning. So he checks on him really good. He's got a good step and good speed with that ball towards first base. Runner's going. There's the throw down to second base. Just high, and that's a steal for Mr. Rivera.
Some questions in the YouTube chat. Champ with an 8 says, "Did the Kings play today?" They sure did. I believe the Kings played against the Laredo team, as they had a doubleheader. And they did lose that game.
All right, so here we go. 1-0. Runner at second base. Hard hit ball between the shortstop and third baseman. Well, that run's coming all the way in. Mr. Rivera's all the way in. They got the runner caught between first and second, throwing it back to first base. Safe at first base, but the run did score there after he stole that base. Smart base running.
Great heads-up baseball there for the base runner to come back and not get tagged out. Another Jacob Stewart comment, my boy Kenny in the house. I agree. I really do appreciate Kenny's camaraderie I have with him and the rapport that me and him have. I do love that I have to help Kenny out here with technology. He does not necessarily have my code to the phone, but yesterday we was teaching him how to use my Apple iPad. He is an Android guy, but he's also a Generation X guy too. So I still say there's a disconnect there either way.
I'm gonna let you announce this one here. This Angel, I can't pronounce his last name.
Okay, we got number 7, Angel Laranca, playing third base and he's also at bat at the moment.
Chops that one just foul down the left field line. And
No,
so
pero sorry, Laranaga. That's a N. Laranaga.
there you go.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boy Isaiah from the Kings. That's from Anthony Flores. And a sweet way to go, my boy. And come on, boys. So here we go. Angel's up to bat. Angel is up to bat. I'm sorry. 0-1. Runner at first base. That one just a little bit low. 1-1's the count. That one clocked in at 76 miles an hour. Checks the runner at first base, keeping him honest. Yeah, they're playing that ball. You know, they're taking those chances and they're stealing bases. You know, that's what we've seen so far. So far, there's a lot of stolen bases here. You know, and the thing that we've seen also is that second baseman can't handle that throw from the catchers on any team.
It's been a common thing to see here, but let's see if Aldridge can get out of this inning.
And runner's going. It's a hit and run. Foul ball.
Barely foul, skirted the foul line and went foul before it went to the third baseline. Yeah, it was close.
So the hit and run looks like it's in effect again. And again, that's that aggressive baseball play.
It's something we see across the table here. I want to say the first game, Puerto Rico was one of the first teams to be that aggressive. And after that game, I've seen every other team utilize the hit and run. It's very effective, especially when you bring either the shortstop or the second baseman, whomever is going to cover second, out of position. It allows for a single to be a double in many situations. Or even a ground out, it allows it to become a single.
All right, so here we go. We got Angel back up at the plate. 2-2 is the count. No outs. Runner on first base. Jacob getting the call. Checks that runner at first base. There's the pitch.
There you
Gets
go.
The ball into the gap. Second baseman able to cover it over to first base. Little too high.
Runner advances to third on that missed throw. Close call there. Duffy was able to make the throw, but it wasn't in time.
And it was some. It's that smart base running. He wasn't aware that the ball got away from the first baseman, so everybody's yelling at him to run. He just made it in.
It was a risky move, but now he's at third base. Runners in the corners. He's in scoring position, so
With no outs.
and let's see if Jose Gutierrez, the catcher for the Brownsville Broncos, is going to utilize the situation and take advantage.
So Aaron Cole wants to give a shout out to Jacob all the way from Michigan. Keep throwing strikes, looking good. All right, here we go. Runners on the corner. No outs here at the bottom half of the third inning. One run's already come across for Brownsville. Jacob's checking his runners. Here goes the pitch. Hard hit ball. Shortstop picks it up, steps on the base, throws over to first base. Double play.
The runner did score from third. with the 2-out double play.
Yeah, so they were able to get 2 outs on that one, but like you said, a run did come across, so
Yes.
pushing the lead up now to 4-1 for Brownsville. So we got Joshua Benitez up
Yes, sir.
for
Looks like,
Brownsville with 2 outs, nobody on.
let's see if Aldridge can get out of this one with 2 outs here.
There's the pitch. There you go. Strike number 1 there on Joshua. There you go. Getting the call in. Here comes the pitch. Bounce it in the dirt for ball number 1. 1-1's the count. Let's go Alan Silva and Mario from Mario Flores. 1-2's the count. 2 outs. Nobody on for Brownsville. They have crossed 2 runs so far this inning. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Strikes him out looking.
What a pitch there by Aldridge to clear the side. Caught him looking for that third strike and 3rd out.
I want to just point something out right here. I just saw something really cool out here on the field. So Jacob's walking off the field, and the coach from Brownsville walking across in the first base coach's box gives him a high five. Yeah, and that's what it's about. You know, it's that sportsmanship from the players and the coaches. You know, out there it's amazing. I really love that.
You can't beat it. The camaraderie and the sportsmanship, like you said, especially at this level of play. These players come from all over the country, come here to Laredo, to the World Series. They're the best in their divisions. They're the best from all over the country, the zones, and they've traveled and they trekked maybe 4 different tournaments to get here. So I'm pretty sure across the board, it's going to be friendly play. The coaches expect friendly play, and that's what we expect here as well.
Yeah, so Mike J said that was a backdoor cutter. That was a nasty pitch is what it was. Yeah, it's hard to see up here what actually everything is, but that was a nasty pitch. That's what I can say about that one. So we got some good music going on here. We got I'm trying to remember the name of this song. Run Around Sue.
Run Around Sue, yes sir.
Keep away from a Run Around Sue. So here we are here, game number 4 of today's lineup, last game of the night. I know Robert's tired. He's been here all morning long working.
Oh yeah, since about 10 a.m. I've been here in the booth. I got the first game out of the way, went to the 2 p.m. game. You know, missing Kenny, those 2 games. You know, granted, I understand, happy wife, happy life, but I have needs too, Kenny.
So Rachel Aldrich is proud of my son. I love that kid. You know, we all love him. He's a great guy. Like I said, I got to talk with him. Yeah, I've been talking to the California guys a lot. You know, me and Rachel have been sitting there talking. Yeah, great kid. You know, gave him some advice, and of course we laughed. We laughed a lot. So good times. You know, we're having a good time here in Laredo, Texas. Here enjoying
Rochelle Aldridge with the comment, Kings are dancing in the dugout. That's absolutely correct. What a great game today, having fun all across the board. That's all you can ask for at this level, at any level really, that the kids have fun and they enjoy the game. That's what we're here for, to instill in them good sportsmanship and baseball knowledge, essentially.
All right, so here we go. Up number 22, Caden Duffy up to bat here. Top half of the 4th inning for the High Desert Kings.
Number 15, Jacob Marroquin still on the mound for the Brownsville Broncos. Let's see if we continue the streak of 1 run allowed.
Here we go. There's the windup and the pitch. Dribbler over to third base goes foul for Caden. 0-1's the count.
Guap giving the comment, give my boy Duffy, y'all going to see my boy in the big leagues. Give him a shout out. I believe that's what he said.
A shout out to
my boy Duffy. There's some typos there, but I think I can read the crypticness of it.
And there goes foul. So is Duffy one of the ones that's going D1?
No,
That's what I want to know.
I believe Duffy is one of the younger players in the team. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
I read, what I heard from Rochelle, right? Is that the mother of Aldridge?
Yes.
We were talking to her earlier, and I believe he's one of the younger players. I believe he's 14. And or no, is that no? I'm sorry, that's Castro. I apologize. That's Dominic Castro. He's the younger one. I wonder how old Duffy is. Does anybody know Duffy's age?
That pitch was just high. 1-2's the count on Duffy. Here at the top half of the fourth inning.
Guap, can you give? Is he a 18-year-old? Where's he going?
Fouls that one off to stay in. 1-2's the count. So it looks like we had some shade on here going on here. Oh, what page is showing the support? Let's good or let's go.
Let's go. I believe Eddie Frausto said hi Paige, and Paige Burton replied with a hey double Y happy face.
So here we go. There's the pitch. Oh, caught him looking on that one.
It all started when Paige made her comment earlier on. Jake is killing it, and that started the phage. Guap said.
So here we go, number
16.
6. Oh, 16, wow.
Yeah, Duffy's 16, so he's still got some time in the league, so maybe we'll see him next year if this team makes it to the World Series.
So here we go, we got number 6, Isaiah Hernandez up to bat. Big cut, knocks it foul behind our home plate side.
Interesting update here for the Bronco Division World Series. The Laredo All-Star team is currently tied in the 10th inning with the Canadian team. Interesting to see the outcome of that one.
Nice hard hit ball over the right field. It's dropping in. Right fielder's tracking it down and pulls it in for out number 2. So here we got number 4, Justin Driggers up to bat now for High Desert. Ball 1 on Justin. Yeah, that ball that was just hit right now kind of hung up there and pushed a little bit, but that right fielder was able to come and track it down. Ooh. Takes a chop, goes foul. Catcher's going back to the net. There it goes over. 1-1's the count now on Justin. So we got to go Isaiah.
I believe Rochelle Eldridge put in the comments there that Paige, previous commenter, is actually Jake's girlfriend.
Oh. So I would hope she'd be watching.
I would hope so too.
So it looks like we got a pitching change going on over here for Brownsville.
It looks just about. It looks like number 4 is going to get the ball here. Marroquin is going to end his streak here.
So it says here, earlier the Laredo team, half of their players are committed already.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Brownsville Broncos is number 4, Ian Cortez.
So they committed. See one that looked like he can be committed. Okay. Committed in which way?
I hope not into an institution. Hopefully to a
institution higher learning, yes.
Hopefully an educational institution.
There you go.
It looks like we have a pitching change here for the Brownsville Broncos as we wait for him to warm up. Number 4, Damian Cortez is going to take over on the mound. Marroquin, number 15.
I'm looking over here at High Desert because they're the visiting team, and we got a little strutting and dancing down there. Look at that. I mean, I wish we can get a camera on that one because that's awesome down there.
Looks like we got some of the smooth hips going.
They got the little Elvis going on.
Little Elvis hips. Controversial in the 50s, not so much here today. Guap wants us to go down and take a pic with number 22, Caden Duffy, for me, the 2 commentators. Let's see if we can do that later on. Maybe we'll ask Miss Aldridge to call in Duffy.
Yeah, maybe Miss Aldridge can hook that up for us. And they got a pronunciation.
Oh, Brandon Ponce. I just thought it was La Canada. It's La Can with an N over the end. So they are from California, about 30 minutes from Los Angeles. Thank you, Brandon Ponce. La Cañada? Cañada. La Cañada. I really apologize. When I saw the text message, I thought it was just La Canada. Apparently not. La Cañada. is the correct pronunciation. They are tied 5-5 in the 10th inning, the last update I got. So let's see what happens.
So Drigger still at the bat, 1-1, 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning. At the new pitcher coming in for Brownsville. Nice hard hit ball. Center fielder is tracking it down, and that's out number 3 out of that inning.
And we got an update here. Rosha Aldridge heard us in the YouTube live, and she says, "I got you." Hopefully, we'll get that picture with Duffy after this game with Miss Aldridge making it happen.
Moses wants us to take a picture with him. That's what I'm understanding.
I thought it was Guap.
Oh yeah, but Guap said it down here again.
Oh yeah,
So we got a little,
Moses. I guess that's his real name. Guap is just a pseudonym
There you go.
he uses for YouTube.
Working all summer, just trying to earn a dollar. Got some really good music going on here. It kind of reminds me of the Richie Valens days.
I mean, I listened to him on a particular channel on Pandora.
Oh, okay.
Oldies, I guess, you know.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, man, you're Generation X. You're not that old. I don't know where you get this infatuation.
I was raised on classic country music.
I see.
And classic, 50s and 60s
And what is your
music.
definition of classic country music? Because my definition is 90s country music.
Oh, no. I go back to, a little bit of classic George from the 80s, and then
Okay.
we go further back to
I mean-
Hank Sr., Marty
Okay.
Robbins,
I
stuff
see.
like that. I
see.
go deep, man. I go deep.
Well, George Strait is
Patsy
eternal.
Cline.
George Strait is
Patsy
eternal
Cline,
because he's still popular today. So he's got great hits from the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s, and even today in the 2010s, 2020s.
I'm talking Patsy Cline, though, and Loretta Lynn.
I see.
Hank Sr., then the Possum.
I mean, I'm more of a Hank Jr. type of guy, but that was definitely back in my college days.
So first up here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, number 9, Salvador Lopez for Brownsville, as we're getting ready to get back to action. So Caden's my boy. That was my throwing partner before I stopped playing. I'm loving watching him on the big stage with my daughter. Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Kings love Brandon. All right, here we go. Salvador, the batter for Brownsville, Jacob on the mound. Gets the call. Here comes the pitch. Just inside. One of those to count. That one clocked in at 75 miles an hour.
Just to give an update here, I want to give a special thank you to all the viewers on YouTube Live. We have 117 live viewers, and we just made it to 1,000 subscribers. So I need to go ahead and text Jacob. He's one of the managers of the YouTube channel.
Hard hit ball over to the third baseman. Third baseman picks that one up. Scoops it up at first base for out number 1. Beautiful play.
Great play for the High Desert Kings to get the first out of the inning. Again, thank you to our YouTube viewers. He's one of the managers of the YouTube channel.
Hard hit ball over to the third baseman. Third baseman picks that one up. Scoops it up at first base for out number.
Thank you again.
So next up for Brownsville is number 15. That is Jacob, and I'll get his last name right now.
Jacob Marroquin,
There you go.
who was the recent pitcher, but now I'm not too sure what position he moved to with the pitching change. But he stays in the lineup, and now he's on the batting order.
Eduardo Guerrero's up now for Brownsville after Jacob put one out in the outfield to get him a single there. Just an update on the weather. It's 93 degrees, feels like 101, but now we got a 20-mile-an-hour wind east-southeast. All right, here we go. Back to action now. Jacob looking over at first base, checking that runner. Brownsville has been known to steal. Gets his call from the catcher. Here comes the pitch. A little blooper Little blooper over in the shortstop is able to come in and take care of that. Checks that runner at first and makes sure he stays there and he's close enough to the base. 2 outs now for Brownsville. Next up for Brownsville. Next up for Brownsville is number 5, Mario Salinas. Two outs here, bottom half of the 4th inning, one runner on first base. Jacob keeping him honest, throws it back there, almost caught him sleeping there. Able to get back just in time, safe at first base.
Aldridge previously had a wonderful pickoff throw to end the inning. He caught him sleeping. Let's see if he can do that again in this inning.
Just high, 1-0 the count. Now remember, guys, what we said about our comments. Let's not talk about age or anything about any of the players. These are all young athletes. They all have been vetted, and everything's good to go.
Definitely going to reiterate that comment, Kenny. All of the affidavits have been turned in, and they've all been vetted. So as far as age groups and the way kids look,
These are big boys nowadays.
They are. The Youngstown team has a bunch of towers. I mean, I was walking by them, and I couldn't believe how big they were. I mean, the times have changed. I don't know what they're putting in the water over there in Ohio, but there's a bunch of big players out there.
2-0 the count now.
Puerto Rico, too. All the teams have big players. Even the Laredo team, I was looking at their stature compared to my own.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a different breed now. The way they work out, the way they condition.
Just inside, 3-0 the count now. Yeah, with the heat out here, Duffy might be taking a break. I don't see him at catching right now. It is hot out here, and you want to make sure they're staying hydrated and get some Pedialyte in them and water just to make sure that they stay safe. We did have somebody fall out yesterday. That ball was in the dirt for a free walk there. Mario Salinas taking that free base to first. So here we go.
After that is number 2, Juan Rivera.
And back up for Brownsville is number 2, Juan Rivera. Here at the bottom half of the 4th inning with 2 outs, runners at first and second base. HD needs to stop him here to not let him score any runs.
Jacob Stewart had a special request from his boy Kenny. I don't know if you'd like to give a shout out to the 14U kids team. They're entering the West Zone round Thursday. The Kings are everywhere, apparently.
Oh, so for the 14U out of HD King entering the West Zone round tomorrow or Thursday?
Thursday, he said.
Well, good luck to the HD King 14U out there in their West Zone round on Thursday. Bring home a trophy, boys. Bring home a trophy. Here we go. Back to action now. 0-1, 2 outs. Runner at first and second base for Mr. Rivera. Hard hit ball over to the gap. Second base was able to cover it up. Jacobs over to first. Not in time. We got 2 runners stuck between second and third base. They're going to run one down. And we got a pickle down here. And he gets him out. And let's explain what happened there. So the ball was in the gap. The runner from second was coming over to third. The runner from first ran and hit second. He says, they're not going to get it. He kept running to third base. So we had 2 runners at third base. Jacob ran the 1 run down to second base. Threw it to second baseman. He throws it home. And they had this guy in a pickle down here in third base. And they tagged him out for out number 3.
Kudos to Aldridge for hustling down to first base. Not quite making it to make the out at first. But with the baseball knowledge and the awareness to see the pickle in action and create the opportunity to get the runner out at home before they were able to cross the plate. Just another update here. We've got an update for the Bronco division. The Laredo team has won with a walk-off against La Cañada, who's from California. I apologize earlier for mistaking them for La Canada. I didn't quite understand the NU there. Laredo won 6-5, and that's the end of the ball game there for the Bronco League.
Yes, I'm going to respond to a comment here. Be careful, Mo. They're getting mad. No, I'm not getting mad, guys. you know, let's be nice. That's all I'm saying. You know, in today's day and age, you know, we need to have some niceness and some love out there. But yeah, I understand it's all fun and games. We're having fun doing what we're doing, and that's why we're singing and dancing and doing our stuff out here. You know, but you know, just a little respect. That's all I'm asking for, guys. Just like Aretha said, RESPCT. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And so Susan White's back joining us here. Said, "Woohoo! Number 14, grandson." Said, "Good catch, Cody." Also there, and nice play. So that was an excellent play out there. Here we go. Top of the 5th inning. We got 2 more innings to go, or 3 innings to count the 5th inning. HD down 4-1 right now.
Number 4, Damian Cortez, still on the mound here for the Brownsville Broncos. Let's see if they can get through these last 3 innings. It's a close game still. Brownsville Broncos up 4-1. The High Desert Kings are only down 3 runs, and in this series, it is still close. Anyone's game, to say the least. A 3-1 deficit can be overcome in 1 inning.
And we saw that last game too, at the In the Park Grand Slam. So we got number 24, Asher, up to bat here for HD. There's the windup. Just low for ball number 1. I will let them know they are working on that for us there, Moses. They're working on that. Miss Allridge says she's got our back and we'll take care of that. Little low, 2-1, 2-0's account now. That one clocked in at 77 miles an hour. Now, Polar Bear said, "Way to go, Nick, ending the inning." Just outside, 3-0's the count. Catcher telling his pitcher, calm down just a little bit. Asher sitting on the pitches. He's not going to swing at anything unless it's in the zone, looking good for him. There you go, back to play now. Here comes the pitch. Low and in the dirt. That's a free base for Asher.
Let's see if Block can advance himself here and score, something that the High Desert Kings need to cut into the lead.
So we got number 7, Ray Samora, up now for High Desert with 1 runner on. No outs here, top half of the 5th inning for High Desert. They need to get some runs in this inning. That's what they need. They need to get on the board, get another couple of runs to tighten, not loosen or tighten, I'm sorry, to close that gap.
Close the gap, yes, sir.
There you go. So strike number 1, 0-1's the count now.
Chip away at that lead.
So Beth Johnson said, "Way to go, grandson," number 14. So we got a lot of chatter coming out of the HD dugout over there. Here we go. Checks the runner at first. There's the pitch. Beautiful pitch in there for strike number 2. 0-2's the count now. Here we go. Raised back up. 0-2. There's the pitch. Just high.
That one got away from Damian Cortez, who had a quick 0-2 count there, but now it's 1-2 with no outs.
That one came in at 57 miles an hour. He took a little bit off of that one.
Looked like maybe he was trying to throw some junk, and it just got away from him.
So we got "Let's go, Zamora. You got this, kid." All right, here we go. 1-2, no outs. Runner at first base. Here comes the pitch. Nice hard hit ball back up to the pitcher. Pitcher takes it over to second. Over to first for the double play. Beautiful double play. Great reaction by the pitcher on that one right there. Great reaction. Here comes the pitch. Nice hard hit ball back up to the pitcher. Pitcher takes it over to second. Over to first for the double play. Beautiful double play. Great reaction by the pitcher on that one. He's got 2 outs. Top half of the 5th inning. HD trailing 4-1 right now. There's the windup and the pitch. Pops that first pitch out of play. Hope he doesn't hit my truck. I'm parked in that area. I guess that's the the disadvantage of parking in that area. Those balls go that way a lot. That's
You know, I parked off on that side too. Maybe that was a grave mistake that I made. But let's see what happens if we get any surprises walking into the parking lot.
so
Ho-
1-1's the count now on Youngblood.
Oh, Michael Duffy's here. He just reported that Caden was fatigued and he came out of the game. And then Wab said hi to Mike. And then Michael said head back to Wab. And Wab asked for them to take a pic with us. And Michael Duffy said, who? And Mike, the Wab, the Moses, clarified the commentators. So Michael Duffy's aware, he said, copy, that we're scheduled to go down there and take a picture with Duffy.
With the Duff. All right. 2-1's the count now on Youngblood. 2 outs here, top half of the 5th inning. Here comes the windup and the pitch. High, 3-1's the count now. You know, Youngblood, very good at bat right now. He's not swinging at junk. He's, looking for that right pitch. One thing that I had talked about HD before is they like to swing at the high pitches.
I see.
And they're actually laying off the high pitches on this game. Big cut and fouls the ball back off to the screen. Full count now on Youngblood. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning, live from Uni-Trade Stadium here in Laredo, Texas. Game number 4 today. I think it's game 7 overall or 8 overall.
Eight overall. This is going to be the final game for tonight. We had 4 today, 4 yesterday, and I believe we have 3 tomorrow, and then 2 on Monday, depending on the outcomes of tomorrow's games.
And he caught him looking on that one. Strikeout.
Damian Cortez putting in the work to retire the side and hold the high desert side to 0.
So here we are heading into the bottom 5th inning here at Uni-Trade Stadium. What position is Harry and Chet playing? I don't know. I'd have to look them up here. Mary says, nice stadium. Thank you, Mary. And my pops is from San Antonio. S.A. in the house. So he knows about the weather down here.
I don't see a Roding Gardener
Harry Rolling Gardner.
on either team here. Stedman.
I don't see him. I do not see those names on the team. I apologize. I wish I was there watching Caden. I'm just over here. I'm just over the TV being a cheerleader for Bro. Well, good job. Thank you for cheering them on here. If you're, in the area around Laredo and you're able to make the drive down here, it's a beautiful, beautiful complex that we're at right now for this game. And admission's free. They got a concession stand going. Come out and support these young men out here playing baseball. So Jacob's still on the mound here going into the bottom half of the 5th inning.
For those of you interested in tomorrow's gameplay, the first game will start at 2 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. And like Kenny said, it's free entry for adults and children, and we have concession stands available with great prices for those snacks and drinks.
So up right now for Brownsville is number 30, Adan. Is it Guerrero?
Eduardo Guerrero, I believe, if he's number 14.
Number 30.
Oh, number 30 is Alan Delgado.
Delgado, I apologize for that.
Playing second base for the Broncos and up to bat, number 30, Alan Delgado.
All right, so Jacob gets the call in. Music's going down. Game on. Here it goes. Called strike number 1 on Mr. Delgado.
Jacob Aldridge staying strong into the bottom of the 5th inning, trucking along here. Let's see if he can keep this pace and finish this game strong.
Hard hit ball over to the third baseman, able to scoop it up, tosses it over to first base.
The throw was a little off there by the third baseman, so the first baseman had to step off to keep it in front of him. Unfortunately, the batter, or fortunately, if you're rooting for the Brownsville Broncos,
That's a good thing.
it's a good thing he was safe because of that error.
So we got number 4 up right now, and who's number 4?
Damien Cortez, he's
There
now
we
the
go.
pitcher for the Broncos here out of Brownsville. Let's see if he can help his own cause out here and advance the runner. Maybe add some runs to the board here.
So Tito Delgado, turn me up one time, little brother. I'm guessing that's his brother or his family there. Let's go with that.
Looks like we got some Broncos fans joining in.
The boy did it again. Yes, he did. He got on base. Here we go. 1-0 is the count now for number 4. Who's number 4 again?
Damien
There we
Cortez.
go. Damien Cortez. Sorry about that. Little dribbler over the third base line goes foul. Oh, looks like the coach was able to stop that one. So everybody's giving him a big shout out to the coach there. It's one-handed that one. Good job, coach. Good job. So Damien back up to the plate now. 1-1, no outs, runner at first base for Brownsville.
Adrian encouraging Allen to go ahead and take second base. Let's see if he can get the call from Brownsville. I guess that's where Adrian's watching from. Maybe telepathy. Adrian can get Allen to steal.
Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, look at that. I just saw the play right there with Coach grabbing that ball. Look at that. One-handed that one. Big swing and a miss.
All
Strike number
smiles from the coach after he made that play. Looks like he enjoyed himself out there.
2-2's a count. No outs. Runner at first base. Yeah, they're saying go take second. Then Fermin Cortez here. Hit it to the fence again, my boy. And there goes that steal. Oh, foul ball. That hit and run wasn't play. He was almost at second base on that one.
It was a hit and run called on that one by the coach on third base. After he made that great snag, he makes the play. Mike J with the comment, throw them the high cheddar. Let's see what happens with Aldridge.
All right, here we go. 2-2, no outs, runner at first base. I'm assuming the hit and run is still in effect right now.
Aldridge
Chases him back to first base.
Aldridge thought so as well. He was hoping he'd catch him off guard there, looking to steal.
Hey, Moses, remember what we said. Be nice, Moses. Be nice.
We're definitely going to take that picture with the Duffy. But yes, like Kenny said, let's keep the comments PG and fair.
Here goes the pitch. Just inside. Full count now. So I'm going to assume the runner's going to be going either way right now. It's a full count. Oh, maybe not. There's no outs.
No, I foresee the runner would run on the pitch just to see if he would. If it's a pop fly, he'll probably pause. But if it's hit in the ground, I'd run full speed. You're going to run into the double play anyway. Aldridge steps off
the mound. No, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Again, me and Kenny are bumping elbows here. It's all right. I'm the color commentary here.
All right, here we go. Back to action. Full count, no outs. Runner at first base. Jacob gets his call. Here comes the pitch. Runner is going. Hard hit ball. Foul once again. So we got a shout out from Jose. Is that Guerra? Shout out to my cousin Tito Delgado, coaching the Broncos from first base. Great job, announcers. Thank you. I'd say you're good, Moses. You're good. You're good.
No worries, Moses. We just, it is what it is.
Win this battle, son. Attaboy, coach. Caesar with the soft hands. Soft hands. That's right. Sounds like a little hockey term from the Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Full count. Runner at first base. Nobody out for the Broncos. Delgado's battling this one. Jacob gets a call. There's the pitch. Strikes him out looking. I was hoping he would run on that one too. Yeah.
Caught Damien Cortez looking with that strikeout for the first of the inning. Aldridge and the catcher having a little discussion here as to what should happen if the runner steals, I believe. Aldridge is taking his time to get back on the rubber. discussing
it is
some.
definitely a great battle right now. That was very nice. It's a show right here. Shout out to my son Justin Driggers. Let's do it from Dad. Tell Caden I'm his biggest fan after the game. I will let him know.
Yes, you did tell us strike 3, and we saw it. Oh, first baseman wasn't able to get under that one.
Yeah, that one just whistled away from him. That was foul. Who's up to bat right now? We got number 13 up to bat right now.
Number 13, that's Jose Gutierrez, also playing catcher for the Brownsville Broncos. Up to bat here with a runner on first base and 1 out.
All right, 0-1's a count, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. HD trying to hold them scoreless in this inning so they can have an opportunity here in the next couple of innings.
Definitely Miss Aldridge. All the boys on both sides are battling hard, and
There
they are
goes the
doing
runner.
great.
There goes the ball down at second base. Not in time. Good thing that second baseman was backing that one up because that one bounced in there.
Full base on the out. Now board to infield 1B.
Checking his knee there. Looks like he might have scraped up his knee as he was sliding in there at the second base.
Allen with the steal there, disrupting the double play situation now that he's on second.
Jose Gutierrez is still at the plate. 1-1, 1 out. Runner at second base. There goes the pitch. Just inside. 2-1's the count.
Aldridge on the mound, battling here.
Bottom half of the 5th inning. Checks that runner at second base. There's the pitch. Fly ball over the right field side. Out of play, out of play. 2-2's a count. 1 out, runner at second base for Brownsville. Jose Gutierrez up at bat still. All right, here we go. Back to action. Checks that runner over at second base. Beautiful throw over to second base. Yeah, that shortstop's covering that one, man. He looked like he was pitching.
He wasn't quite
around.
there yet, but he hit the shortstop right in stride, like a bullet train. Hit him right in the bullseye. I think the shortstop wasn't too quick. I mean, he wasn't too aware.
Waiting for it,
Yeah, but he was able to get his glove up. He was gonna either that or hit him in the face.
Dribbles that one foul. Jose Gutierrez does. 2-2's a count. 1 out. Still here, the bottom half of the 5th inning here from Laredo, Texas at Uni-Trade Stadium.
We got 133 live viewers here on the YouTube at the Uni-Trade Stadium Facebook channel. Interesting to hear. Just to tell you all, congratulations for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. You might as well just smash that subscribe button anyway, since we have 136 live viewers. Help us out here as we travel over 1,000.
Thank you, Ms. Youngblood, for that comment. We try our best. So here we go. Checks that runner over at second base one more time. Here goes the pitch. In the dirt, but the catcher's able to handle that one. Full count now. 1 out. Jose Gutierrez is battling really. It's a good at bat right now that he has going on right now against Jacob.
Definitely a battle here. Full count with 1 out and a runner on second base.
Here we go. 3-2. Checks the runner. Here goes the pitch. Just a little bit high for that free base to first.
Jose Gutierrez. And now coming in to hit for the Broncos, number 11, Aaron Barraza.
We got number 11, Aaron Barraza, coming in for the Broncos here at the bottom half of the 5th inning with runners at first and second base. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th.
Let's see if Aldridge on the mound can force a double play here. I'm pretty sure that's a situation he wants to happen. Stepping off, checking the runner at second.
Now, I'm reading some of the comments here as we're going along here. Is that Guap says, I'm a fangirl, oh my God, over Caden. Hard hit ball over to third baseman. Oh, gets away from the third baseman. 1 run scores for Brownsville. Left fielder able to scoop that ball up to stop any other runs from coming in. So he comes in with an RBI single to bring in Delgado.
Here is number 9, Palominos.
We got Valerie Sadler checking in as a Youngstown Astros fan here, watching from the Washington, PA home of the Pony League World Headquarters. Thank you for tuning in, Sadler. We're doing our best and hoping you're enjoying the commentary here at the Pony World Series, hosted in Laredo, Texas.
There he goes. So number 9, Salvador Lopez, up for Brownsville with 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Brownsville now leading 5-1 over HD King. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. That's some excellent display of base running out there today. Excellent from both teams. Good base running, smart baseball. Checks the runner over at second. There's the pitch. Fouls that one back into the net. 0-2's the count now for number 9. That is Salvador Lopez. Here we go. Jacobs checking the runners. Gets his calling from the catcher. Checks that second base runner. There's the pitch. Just high. 1-2's the count. 1 out, bottom half of the 5th inning here. Brownsville already has 1 run on the board in this inning. Jacobs trying to stop the runs from coming in here. There's a little chopper.
Oh, dropped in. Shortstop lost track of the ball, and it dropped right in front of his reach. Couldn't quite reach it, and Salvador Lopez advances to third base on that single by Jacob Marroquin, I believe that was.
No, Jacobs.
Oh, I apologize. It was.
Salvador got the first base. He had the little blooper.
That's
There was
correct.
a short
That's
blooper there in
correct.
left field, and the shortstop was chasing it down, but just too far out of his reach. And left fielder is playing deep on that one.
Sorry, it was all 6s and 7s there. I was checking the Facebook and then also trying to keep track of the game. It was Jose Gutierrez that advanced to third base with Salvador Lopez with the single.
So Marroquin right now, number 15, is up to bat for Brownsville. Bases loaded. 1 out here, bottom half of the 5th inning. Hard hit ball over to the second baseman. He picks it up, takes it over to second. He's safe at second. Out at first base, but 1 run does score.
At second, out at first, 4-6-3, 1 at the out. Second out, that's an RBI for Malo.
So we did get another run across the plate here for Brownsville.
Close call there at first base. Umpire made the call. Looked like it might have come off the base though.
Number 14, Eduardo Guerrero up now for Brownsville. I believe they did score a run on that one, right? Because they had bases loaded, right? So it should be 6-1 right now.
It should be. Let's see if the booth makes that correction. They did. I'm looking at the scoreboard. We're all only human. We react as fast as we can.
So coach is going over to talk to that first base umpire because that play was real close. The ball came in. His foot was on the base, but it looks like he did come off the base. So coach is just questioning it. So the officials are calling in each other just to get a quick conference, just to check on that to see if that was an out or not. That was a very close call. I mean, it's a bang bang play. We don't use instant replay here in this league. I believe we should do away with instant replay all around, though. That's just me, though.
Well, the umpire is calling is usually fine them. So if they return with a different decision here, I'll be surprised. But that was my first instinct when I saw that play. Was
Oh,
that
so they reversed the call on that one after the conference at first base. They reversed the call and called him safe. And so Jacob gave Marroquin a fist bump there as Marroquin was running over to first.
So just one run scored on that RBI. Cleaning that safe at second. Marroquin safe on first.
looks like the umpires came together and made the right call this time. Like I said earlier, when my first instinct when I saw that play happen, it happened pretty quickly. So I can see how the umpire might have made that initial call. I've never called it a wrong call. They conferenced and they
did what they had to do. That was an excellent way of communication and taking care of that. So we got Eduardo Guerrero, if I'm not mistaken, up to bat right now for the Broncos. 1 out, bases loaded, bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 runs have already come across for the Broncos. Jacob looking, gets a call. Here goes the pitch. Ball out of play. No play on that one. 1-1. Excuse me, 1-1's a count. 1 out.
And third base, Joshua Benitez.
I agree with you. The coaches are doing an excellent job coaching out there, and they're talking it up. And it was just a question, and they were able to reverse that call for him. Ball dribbles away. Catcher was able to get it. The batter tells his third baseman, "Hey, just stay right there. You don't need to come in. We're good. You're going to get out if you come this way." So here we go. Back to action. 2-1. 1 out. Bases loaded here for Brownsville in the bottom half of the 5th inning. There's the pitch. Hard hit ball.
Oh,
Shortstop gets out of the way of the shortstop. 1 run scores. Another run's coming in. Able to chase the runner back to second base. Marroquin back to second.
Now batting for the Broncos, number 19, Marky Cantu.
So number 19, Marky Cantu up now. Is that correct?
yes, sir. Marky Cantu, number 19. Looks like he's pinch hitting here. Not sure exactly if he's going to be a position player or if he's just pinch hitting, but we'll see right now what happens after this inning. Runners on first and second here for Marky Cantu with 1 out.
Just inside for ball 1.
Let's see if Marky Cantu can keep this streak going. Currently 9-1. 2 runs away from the 10-run rule.
Two and oh's a count. One out. Runners on first and second base now. Brownsville threatening to bring in some more runs here. Little dribbler over to the third baseman, picks it up. They're calling foul ball. It might have bounced off his foot or something.
Not sure what exactly happened here, but the umpire made the call, and they're going to reset.
Markey back up to bat now. 2-1, 1 out. Bottom half of the 5th inning, 2 men on for Brownsville. Markey back up to the plate. Big swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2-2, 1 out. 2 men on for Brownsville. Big cut and strikeout. Jacob able to strike him out there for out number 2. So now we got 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Brownsville. Next batter up is number 2. Is Juan Rivera's back up to the plate for Brownsville here in the 5th inning.
Back at the start of the lineup here, lead off at the beginning of the game. Juan Rivera also playing shortstop for the Brownsville Broncos.
Checking the runners. There's the pitch. Strike number 1 on one. On one's account, 2 outs. Runners on first and second now. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Hard hit ball over to left field. Left fielder was able to track that one down for the out.
That play was made by number 1 Anthony Youngblood in left field to end the inning. Score is 9-1.
I love the coach here from Brownsville. Every time he's coming back, he stops and talks to Jacob. He was talking to Jacob and the team right now the coach from Brownsville was talking to the team from HD King, and they're talking with Jacob and all the guys, and they're laughing, gives them a pat on the back, and keep going. That's great stuff, man. I love these coaches from Brownsville doing that. That's good stuff.
Great gameplay. Deanna Youngblood says, "Good catch, Youngblood." I believe she's a relative of.
I think that's mom.
Is that mom or sister? I'm not sure. I know there was a bunch of Youngbloods in the last YouTube live chat that they were commenting back and forth. Natalie Flores says, "Nice play, Kings," with the fire emoji. And Lorena Garcia makes a comment that great communication between the umps. Both teams are battling.
And so we also had a shout out from, is that Angelica Guerra? Sends a shout out all the way from Florida watching the game live.
Looks like my Bluetooth device died. We're going to have to leave this low or else we're going to get some feedback.
Oh, technology. As a Tito, that's my pops. Yeah, your pops is a great man there, Tito. I'm enjoying watching him interact with the other team. It's good stuff. Give a shout out to our sponsors: Laredo Cancer Society, Webb County, City of Laredo, and of course Gabby's Cakes, or Cakes by Gabby.
Cakes by Gabby, made with love.
Made with love. I sure would like a cake made with love.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? All right, so up at the plate right now for HD here in the top of the 6th inning, trailing 9-1 is Jacob Martinez Allridge, aka the Fridge, as he's called by his adoring fans. Doing a little limbo rock out there right now.
The High Desert Kings down by 8, going into the bottom of the top of the 6th, and let's see if they can chip away at that lead here. Aldridge at the plate.
Good eye on that one.
We got a comment from Stephanie Thomas, aka AC. Get those backs to work, Kings.
There's a shout out right there also from Barraza.
Shout out to my baby bro from Stephanie Barraza, number 11, Aaron Barraza.
All right, 2-0 is the count now on Jacob here at the top half of the 6th inning. There's a pitch. Chops that one foul, stays right there at home plate. 2-1's the count. That one bounced off his leg.
Aldridge taking his time to reset and readjust outside of the batter's box. He's coming back. Let's see if he can make those adjustments count here in the top of the 6th.
So here we go. 2-1's the count. Here comes the pitch. Just low. 3-1's the count now on Jacob. Let's say Jake the Rake. Is that what it says?
I think that's what he put there. I love these nicknames from the HBD Kings.
Big swing and a miss. Full count now on Jacob. That one's clocked in at 75 miles an hour on that pitch. Here goes the pitch. Payoff pitch right there. And Jacob takes a free base.
We have blocked Jacob Martinez.
So Guap is a big fan of Caden. He's calling Caden for MVP.
Number 8.
we have number 8 up to bat for the Kings, Nathan Christen. Nathan Christen up to bat now for the Kings. No outs here, top half of the 6th inning. Runner on first base. There's a pitch. Just outside, 1-0 is the count. That one clocked in at 74 miles an hour.
Pretty consistent here with the pitcher from the Brownsville Broncos team.
Marroquin.
Cortez.
Oh,
Damian Cortez. We had a change earlier. Marroquin's playing third base now. Oh, and unable to.
Beautiful play right there. Let me call this one down real quick. Hard hit ball over to the shortstop. Shortstop picks it up. Jacobs running to second. They got him out at second, but Jacob dropped down so they could have that free throw over to first base. You know, he didn't impede that throw. He dropped down. Ball came off the first baseman came off the bag anyways. Safe at first, but great heads up. I mean, that's awesome team play there. You know, even for the other team, you know, Jacob just took the dive so that way they can have a safe throw and he doesn't get hit.
Great ball play. I mean, it was for his own health and safety, really, because you wouldn't want to take one of those balls to the face.
Negative. So up to bat right now for HD is number 11. Who is that, number 11?
The Cody Duffy.
Cody Duffy. Big cut and fouls that one off. 1-1, 1 out. Runner at first base for Cody.
Cody and Caden here, I assume, are related.
I'm imagining so.
Wop, is that correct? Is Cody Duffy the brother of Caden Duffy?
Pitcher checks him out. Here goes the pitch.
Maybe.
Called that one just out.
Maybe cousin of Caden Duffy? Waiting for Guap's reply there in the chat.
A 2-1's a count. 1 out. Runner at first base now for HD King. Takes a cut at that one. Fouls it off. Back to the fence. 2-2 now for Cody.
We got a yes, sir, from Guap. I assume that means that there is a younger brother of Caden Duffy. We got Cody Duffy up at the plate. Not to be mistaken.
Here we go. 2-2. There you call that one a ball. Full count now on Cody.
Oh, he's his twin brother, apparently. I see. Thank you, Guap, for that correction. I thought he was maybe a younger brother here playing in the same division.
Looks a little smaller.
Deanna Youngblood confirming, yes, twins. Let's go Duffys.
That was a walk for Cody. Cody got the free base.
Setting up the plate now for the High Kings, number 14, Nicholas Lenway.
So number 14 now, Nicholas Lenway. Nicholas Lenway now up. Looks like Brownsville is going to change out that pitcher. So we'll have a little pitching change here for Brownsville as we got 2 runners on now for HD King here at the top half of the 6th inning. Little more music going on here. Art likes his oldies.
We got Rosha Aldridge adding to the comment stream, twin power. And we got Priscilla Garcia stating, go Damien.
And Guap is saying he's calling all the plays.
Now pitching for the Brownsville Broncos is number 10, Kyle Pruneda.
So we got number 10, Kyle Pruneda, now pitching for the Broncos. And we're twisting the night away.
Damien Cortez pitching a great game up until now. The coach is taking him out for a change with Kyle Pruneda. Let's see if Kyle Pruneda can close this out for the Brownsville Broncos here. Brownsville leading 9-1 in the top of the 6th.
To answer that question, when the next game is, the winner of this game will play tomorrow in the semifinals against Youngstown, right?
I believe so, because the winner of the earlier game, which was the Laredo All-Star team, they play in the semifinals against Puerto Rico.
What time is that game worth?
Puerto Rico is at 5 p.m.
So
And let me just double check this real quick. I got the information here. I'll give you the correct information. Don't mean to give misinformation here on the YouTube live stream. So the winner of Game 8 here will play the first place Pool A team at 2 p.m. And the Laredo All-Stars will play the first place of Bull team of Pool B, I apologize, at 5 p.m.
All right, so the winner of this game takes on Youngstown tomorrow at 2. And
Correct.
And the winner from earlier, which was
is
Laredo
All-Stars,
takes on Puerto Rico at 5.
And the loser of this game plays the loser of Game 7 at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
So who lost the earlier game?
I believe it was the the Illinois team.
The Matt Sturgeons will take on the loser of today's game at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Yes, and that will decide 4th place.
All right, here we go. Back to bat. Number 14's back up at the plate. That one just high. 1-0's the count. Two runners on. One on first, one on second. One out here in the top half of the 6th inning. And who is number 14 again? I'm sorry. I think is it Nicholas?
Hold up.
Just high. 2-0's the count now. Led away. So led away.
Number 14 is Nicholas Ledway. Yes,
Nicholas,
that's correct.
I think we had a shout out to Nick right there. 3-0's the count now for Nicholas. 3-0. One out here at the top half of the 6th. Runners on first and second for Nicholas. Pitcher gets his call. Here comes the pitch. Nicholas laid off that one. You know, it's a 3-0 count. You really don't want to swing and put something in a double play, put a double play ball in there. So now it's 3-1 now. One out. Gets a free walk in there. Bases loaded now, right now, for HD King here in the top half of the 6th with one out.
Number 6, Isaiah.
Kyle Brunet on the mound, battling here with one out with the bases loaded.
Now we got big number 6 up here, Isaiah Hernandez.
Let's see if the High Desert Kings can take advantage of the situation with one out and bases loaded.
Well, they need to get a ball into play in the outfield to bring in a couple of runs. They called that one strike. 0-1's the count now on Isaiah. One out here, top half of the 6th inning. Bases loaded for HD King. Great scoring opportunity for them right now.
Rochelle Aldridge in the comments saying, "Come on, Isaiah! Hernandez is on batting for us here."
Dribbles that one foul. 0-2's the count. So there's a no harm done. Force out anywhere, that's correct. So Isaiah Hernandez at the plate. Ball just high. Catcher was able to jump up and stop that one from going to the backstop. 1-2's the count now. Here we go. 1-2, one out. Bases loaded for Isaiah. Here in the top half of the 6th inning. There's the pitch. Another one high. 2-2 now. Here comes that wind coming in. We both have to move our drinks out of the way so they don't get knocked over.
It's gusting out here. We got some strong winds east to west here. Looks like the Old Glory's flying high there.
Earlier it said 20-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh,
Ooh, that one was mighty close on the inside.
Able to dodge that one. Isaiah got out of the way.
All right, full count now for Isaiah. One out, runners on every single base. Here comes the pitch. Nice hit out to left field. Drops down. Left fielder able to pick it up. 1 run scores. Here comes another one coming in. Ball dribbles away from the cutoff man. Isaiah takes a stand-up double on that one.
Looks like the High Desert Kings fans are going wild now in the stands with that double.
Out to left field. Drops down. Left fielder able to pick it up. 1 run scores. Here comes another one coming in. Ball dribbles away from the cutoff man. Isaiah takes a stand-up double on that one.
be number 4, correction, number 35, Francisco Aguirre.
Next up, number 35, Francisco Aguirre for HD King. With 1 out, runners at second and third base now for HD. 2 runs came across on that hit by Isaiah, bringing the score down to 9-3. They're chopping into that lead that they had right now. There's the pitch. That one's high. 1-0's the count.
Looks like we got some back and forth here between the the High Desert Kings fans and the Brownsville Broncos fans.
2-0's the count now. 1 out, runners at second and third base. We'll check in on them here in a little bit, see what's going on.
Definitely will. It seems like this rally might be getting some of the...
Caught strike on that one, 2-1. 1 out. Runners at second and third base here at the top half of the 6th inning for High Desert.
Looks like this rally might be getting some of the High Desert King fans riled up and excited in the comments. Let's see what happens here with 1 out and 2 runs scored in the top of the 6th. Let's see how much more the High Desert Kings can chip away at this 6-run lead.
Nice hard hit up the middle. 1 run scores. Here comes Isaiah coming around.
He's held up.
Held up at their beautiful, beautiful throw by the center fielder. You know, the pitcher cut that one off, but Isaiah was flying. That center fielder has a great arm to stop him.
Definitely a great throw from the center fielder, but 1 run scored, and that is 1 run less that the Brownsville Broncos have over the High Desert Kings. Score is now 9-4 with a 5-run deficit.
So now we got number 24, Asher, up to bat right now. Runners at first and third base for Asher. 1 out here, the top half of the 6th inning. High Desert's got 3 runs this inning so far. There's a pitch. In the dirt, catcher able to handle that one, doesn't let that one get by him. 1-0's the count.
Definitely a back and forth there in the comments section. I'll let them go at it for a little while, and then we'll get to the comments.
Dribbles that one back to the pitcher. Pitcher rushing the ball, throws over to first base, but the run does score. That was a close play. You know, the pitcher could have gone either way. He could have stopped that run from scoring when he takes that easy out over at first base.
Yeah, 2 outs now in the top of the 6th with 4 runs scored by the High Desert Kings. Definitely there's going to be one more opportunity for the High Desert Kings at the top of the 7th, but they're still going to have to deal with Brownsville's offense at the bottom of the 6th.
So here we go. Ray Zamora up to bat now. Runner at second base. 2 outs. Called strike on that one. 0-1's the count. So we got some Let's Go Broncos in the comments there. 0-1, 2 outs. Runner at second base. There goes the pitch. High and inside. 1-1's the count. High Desert scored 4 runs so far this inning. Looking to add some more if they can get a hit into the outfield. Here comes the pitch to Ray. Chops it over to third base.
Ooh, fair ball. Oh!
Gets away from the first baseman. So they're calling for interference over here. The first baseman impeded the runner coming across, and so did the umpire. But we would have had another run here. There would have been another run here for High Desert, but he forgot to step on third base, so he had to come back. That ball squared away from the first baseman. So next up is number 1, Anthony Youngblood. Runners at second and third base now for High Desert.
Anthony Youngblood. Oh!
Beautiful catch. Hard hit line drive to the first baseman. Anthony's like, man, give me a break, brother.
I thought that was going to go over the first.
He had to come back. That ball squared away from the first baseman. So next up is number 1, Anthony Youngblood. Runners at second and third base now for High Desert.
Anthony Youngblood. Oh!
Beautiful catch. Hard hit line drive to the first baseman. Anthony's like, man.
The 6th. So now we're going into the bottom of the 6th where the Brownsville Broncos will have their opportunity to answer these 4 runs. Close game still with a 4-run deficit here. 9-5, Brownsville Broncos are on top. Let's see what happens here in this last inning and a half that we have left.
So yeah, High Desert has to hold him here in this inning and wake up those bats once again in the 7th inning, top half of the 7th inning there.
I have no doubt that anything can happen in these inning and a half left.
So who was that first baseman? That's what they're asking. Who snagged that ball for?
That was, let's see if we have the correct person here. Let me look into my records. Currently, the first baseman is Eduardo Guerrero, number 14 from the Brownsville Broncos. He was with the quick hands, able to leap up and snag that ball out of the air to close up the inning and stop that threat that was going on. 4 runs scored by High Desert in the top of the 6th. Great inning. Let's see what happens in the bottom here with Brownsville Broncos at the bat.
So they're saying that's a basic catch. That was a hard hit ball. I don't know how many people can catch that ball. What does that last one say there?
The last one here, or the
One
one
before that, yeah.
Mariana Aguirre Arriba, number 35, y San Miguel El Alto, Jalisco, dad. Angel Bernal said that was a shot.
Up now for the Broncos here at the bottom half of the 6th inning is number 3, Alan Delgado, leading off for the Broncos here with an inning and a half left to play here in tonight's ball game. 9-5 stands the score right now in favor of Brownsville. The winner of this team takes on Youngstown tomorrow at 2. And the loser takes on the Illinois Mad Sturgeons tomorrow night at 8.
At 8 p.m., yes, sir.
Jacob still on the mound for nice hard hit ball for Delgado over to left field. Turning two.
Oh, they called him safe there.
Yeah, smart base running. And he saw them throwing the ball in, and they were just kind of lackadaisical thinking he was going to stay at first base. But he kept running, and he ran straight through it to second base on a ball for Delgado over to left field. Turning two.
Oh, they called him safe there.
Yeah, smart base. Who's that number 10 for Brownsville?
Number 10 is Kyle Pruneda, who's now pitching for the Brownsville Broncos.
So Kyle squares around the bunt to advance that runner over to third base. Went foul down the first base line, so now he's still squaring around the bunt there. First baseman cheating in.
Pulls it back.
Just high. 1-1's the count now for Kyle. He was safe at second base. I agree with you.
There's some controversy here in the comments because some of the other commenters believe he was out.
He was safe. Nice hard hit ball back over to the pitcher on a bunt.
Oh, no.
Throws the ball away on that one. 1 run scores. Kyle over to second base on that missed throw by Jacob over to first base. Brownsville gets 1 run. Nice hard hit ball back over to the pitcher on a bunt.
Oh, no.
Throws the ball away on that one. 1 run scores. Kyle over to second base on that missed throw by Jacob over to first base. Runner at second base.
Looks like we had a pause in the play there for Pruneda to readjust himself there. Let's see if Aldridge recovers from this missed throw.
Hard hit ball over to shortstop, snags that one, stops it, takes that throw to first base. Beautiful stretch, but not in time. That's the best stretch I've seen, this whole series from any team.
He went clear cut to the ground on that one, spreading his legs for the extra length there. But like you said, it just wasn't in time. Infield single.
Number 3, Joshua
Benitez
is up now. Joshua Benitez now for Brownsville with no outs. Runners at first and second base for Joshua. 1 run's already scored for Brownsville in this inning. Hard hit ball into the gap between first and second base. Right fielder picks it up, throws it in to hold that runner at bay.
Here is number 12, Ryan Trinidad.
Next up, number 12, Ryan Trinidad for Brownsville with the bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Jacob is struggling just a little bit. They got some good hits going here for Brownsville. Strike number 1 on Mr. Trinidad. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. Out to the backstop. Third baseman rolls in.
Run scores. That is Kyle Prunella from third. Gutierrez is now at third. And Benitez to second.
So here comes the coach coming out to talk to Jacob. Jacob's pitched 5.5 strong innings so far, but here comes the coach. Orlando Delgado said, "That's my nephew, 100. That was a great throw to stop it. So Jacob is coming out of the game. Pitching now for High Desert is number 1. Jacob's going over to third base. That's Anthony Youngblood now pitching for High Desert here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the High Desert Kings is number 1, Anthony Youngblood.
As we wait for Anthony Youngblood to warm up here in the bottom of the 6th, great gameplay so far. Right now, the Brownsville Broncos put up 2. Let's see if Youngblood can get the High Desert Kings out of this situation with no outs here.
Runners on second and third.
Interesting to see how Youngblood reacts to this situation he's been put in. Great game so far by Aldridge all around. Spotty here and there, but seems to be his last season here in the World Series. He is 18, so he's aging out. So it's good to see him pitching today.
See, now that's what I like to see in the comments here. Let's go Brownsville, but then Tito comes in. Good showing, number 34. Hell of a game. Good job, Fridge, from Susan.
Angel.2x with the comment, "Let's go Ray." And then Natalie Flores, way to go for Dridge. She's talking about the Fridge out there that just, he came out at 34.
So Youngblood now on the mound now for High Desert. I'm surprised we don't have any music going on. I guess Art's not at the music table there.
He's looking at his phone, apparently.
Third, Dr. Benitez on second, and Ryan Trinidad at bat.
Yeah, Jake did do his job. He was hell of a pitching by Jacob today. Nothing to be sad about. It was a great ball play today for both teams so far. Now up to bat now for Brownsville is number 12. I'll get that name for you here. 1-1 on the batter. Who's that, number 12?
Ryan Trinidad with a swing and a miss here.
1-2 is the count now on Ryan. No outs. Runners at second and third for Brownsville. Youngblood on the mound. There goes the pitch. Swings and fouls that one off. 1-2 still for Mr. Trinidad. That's right. Heads up from number 34. Pitched a hell of a game. Brownsville came out here and played very aggressive and great hitting, all around for both teams. That one's just in the dirt. 2-2's account now for Trinidad. 2-2, no outs. Runners at second and third here, bottom half of the 6th inning. There's the pitch. Just a little bit outside. Full count now on Trinidad. Youngblood adjusting his pants here. Maybe that's his superpower. He's got to adjust the pants to. Checks the call. There comes the pitch. Just outside. Loading the bases here once again for Brownsville.
Number 15, Jacob Maraquin.
Stepping up now for Brownsville's number 15, Jacob Maraquin. With the bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. With Youngblood pitching as he switched over with Jacob. Fouls that one into the back of the net. 0-1's the count. Gotta get the batter on deck to come over and get the ball. I heard them say Woody. I guess that's the nickname for number 17. I love all these nicknames. Here we go. Here goes the pitch. 0-1's the count. Just outside. 1-1 now for Maraquin. Here goes the pitch. Just outside. 2-1's the count now for Maraquin. Orlando Delgado, my nephew, Alan Delgado. Mom said, great fight, kiddo. He put up a hell of a fight out there today, Mom.
The Fridge's mom, that is.
Pop fly.
Ooh, Aldridge gets underneath it, called off by the shortstop.
For the first out.
First out of the inning.
Yeah, Aldridge was backing up on that.
17, Jonathan Woody.
17. John. Next up is number 17, Jonathan Moody. Yeah, Aldridge was backing up on that, was called off by the shortstop to make that first out of the inning here. With Moody now up to bat for Brownsville. Ball was just a little bit low. 1-0. 1 out. Bases still loaded for Brownsville. 2-0's a count now on Jonathan Moody. Three and 0's the count. Bases still loaded. 1 out here, bottom half of the 6th inning for Brownsville. Youngblood gets the call. Here comes the pitch. Right in there for strike number 1. 3-1's the count.
Looks like there's some reminiscing in the comment section of the YouTube live feed.
Fouls that one off. Moody fouls that one off down the first base line. Full count now on Moody. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bases are loaded here for Mr. Moody.
Looks like there's some former players reminiscing in the group, in the YouTube chat here, discussing how they would have performed in this situation.
And that's a free base, and it walks in a run there for Brownsville. Yeah, as my mom would call us back in the day, the armchair quarterbacks. You know?
Armchair backseat drivers?
Backseat drivers.
Yeah. Monday morning quarterbacks, I think that's what they would call it. But I too would have been in a better position had I played on the Laredo team.
All right, here we go. Number 19, Marky Cantu back up for Brownsville. There's the pitch. In the dirt for ball number 1.
Looks like somebody commented from shortstop number 7 Ray Samora's account on YouTube. And then Kay Loena has the question, oh no, who's on Ray's phone? Laugh out loud face.
All right, so the catcher's going out there to settle down Youngblood. He's already thrown 2 balls on this one. He's walked 1 so far. Letting them know, hey guys, just relax, man. Relax, let's have fun. Calm down. Let your fielders do the work. A little conversation, just out there talking to him. Yeah, I know back in the day when my brother was a catcher, we were all catchers back in the day. My brother would go out to the mound to talk to the pitcher, which is his best friend, Mark LaPaya, and they would sit there and tell jokes. He didn't have to talk to him. He'd just go out there and tell a joke. He had a joke he remembered. He'd go out and tell a joke to him. To the umpires, like, really, guys? Let's go. Get back to work. So here we go. Back to the game now. Number 19 back at bat here. 2-0, 1 out, bases loaded. There goes that first strike right there. 2-1 now. And 19 is Marky Cantu for Brownsville. 2-1, 1 out, bases loaded for Marky. Big swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2-2 now on Marky. Youngblood settled down after that conversation they just had. And just put him right there. Let him put the ball in play and let your defense get to work. Woo, called that one ball. Full count now for Marky Cantu with the bases loaded. 1 out here, bottom half of the 6th inning.
Close call there by the umpire.
Oh, so that's his big sis that made that comment off of his account. Oh, caught him looking. Strikes him out for out number 2 now. Next up to bat. Next up to bat for Brownsville is number 2, Juan Rivera, with the bases loaded. 2 outs here, bottom half of the 6th inning. Brownsville has tacked on 3 runs so far this inning. There's the pitch. Just outside, ball number 1. 1-0 is the count.
Looks like we hit 141 live viewers here on the old YouTube live stream.
Hard hit ball over to the second baseman. Gets underneath it. Takes the easy throw to first. Out number 3. They stopped those runs from coming in, so they left the bases loaded.
Damage has been done, though, by the Brownsville Broncos, scoring 3 in the bottom of the 6th to extend their lead to 12-5. Up 7 runs. Let's see what the High Desert Kings can do in the top of the 7th. They need a little offense here to come back.
It's 11-5. The correct score is 11.
I see. Well, the
5th inning, they only scored 4 runs. That's what I thought. They only scored 4 runs in that 5th inning there. So it's 11-5.
Looked like there's a discrepancy there on the.
But our PA announcer
corrected us.
Corrected us. He's taking his score up there and he's just checking it and making sure everything's good.
Corey's got his scorecard and he's checking it twice. Corey coming out of the California zone, the West Zone, came in special just to do the PA announcing here. Great to be a part of this with Corey. Got to meet him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Eddie, they're working on correcting that score. It should be 11-5.
Definitely.
We've already got the call, and they're checking the official scorecards and all that stuff. But Corey's really good and very meticulous about what he's doing up there. It's a matter of them listening to him.
You should see the work he does pregame to go downstairs and get all the information he needs to properly announce in the score booth. Takes his time, writes up a lineup, keeps a scorecard. Writes down every ball, every walk, every run, every base hit, everything. Meticulous in his note taking. Great to work with him.
All right, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. Last chance for High Desert King to get back up here and to tie the game up. Big Jacob Martinez Allridge, aka the Fridge, up to bat at the top half of the 7th inning for High Desert.
Moses, a.k.a. Guap, don't worry. We will definitely remember to take a picture with your favorite player. We got Miss Aldridge working on that.
Big cut and a miss. Strike number 1 for Jacob. He was swinging for the fences on that one.
It's his last go around here, so I'm pretty sure he wants to leave it all on the diamond right now.
Here we go. 0-1's the count. Nice hard hit.
Whoa!
Past the second baseman. Jacob gets over to first base. Beautiful hit. Nice hit for Jacob there to get on base.
Aldridge starting it up for the High Desert Kings with that base hit.
This is number 8, Nathan. What's Nathan's last name? I apologize. Number 8. No, his first name is Nathan.
Creason.
Oh, Chrisen. Nathan Chrisen. That's right. I apologize for that.
Raul Castro asking us what players have stood out for us. I mean, there's a lot of great players here. I would say Marroquin with his pitching as a starter for the Broncos stood out for me. And if anything, I would say Youngblood and his play in left field and right field actually in the game before. And now he's pitching. Just showing the depth of his play is astounding. All the positions he's able to play.
Pop fly over to the shortstop, getting underneath it, tracking that one down for out number 1 here on the top half of the 7th inning.
Brandon Ponce with the comment, Corey is the voice of the West Zone Pony Baseball. Luckily, we have him here for the World Series.
All right, here goes number 11, Mr. Duffy's up there. I think this is the guy we need to take a picture with, right? Caden Duffy. Hard hit ball over to the second baseman, picks it up, throws it over. Throws it over to second base to the shortstop. Double play, 4-6-3. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the ball game here from Laredo, Texas, here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Your final score tonight, Brownsville Broncos 11, the High Desert Kings 5. So tomorrow, Brownsville plays at 2 o'clock. They take on Youngstown tomorrow at the 2 o'clock game in the semifinals. Then Laredo takes on Puerto Rico at 5. And then we have HD King taking on the Muskogee
Illinois team, the Sturgeons.
Yes, the Mad Sturgeons tomorrow.
Sturgeons. Interesting game today. All the way to the 7th inning, top of the 7th inning, and the Brownsville Broncos were able to close it out here.
No, but HD is still out there dancing. You know, that's what you want to see. But ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for listening in. We thank you for all your comments. For Robert Diaz and myself, Kenneth Duncan, we thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.
I have to go to the restroom. Shit. Make sure we